Hello guys, so welcome to today's tutorials, and today marks the day 3 of our graphic design lesson, and we are looking at how to design a simple advertisement flyer for yourself like this. So a very simple one like this. So quickly let's open our pixellab, but we'll need to get our background for this. So let's open our Chrome browser or whichever browser you are using. Open it up and then you search graphic design workspace HD. Graphic design workspace HD. Design workspace HD. So you get a list of options there. Go to images. So anyone preferable to you, select your download. There we go. For me, I've downloaded one already which I used for the design, so that's what I'll be using. You can download any of these ones think it's nice to you and then you use it. Good. So after downloading, go back into your pixellab and then start from there. So let's start a fresh new document. Good. So when you open the pixellab, the fresh document, this is how it looks like. So you open the pixellab and I will have to import the image we have downloaded. So you hit on the 3 buttons here. The 3 buttons. This. You hit on the 3 buttons because we want to import that image straight as a background. But when we come to where the plus is, and then we hit on from gallery, it will be imported as a normal image. You get it? But we want it to be our background, the image we are importing. So you hit on the 3 button and use image from gallery, the first option. Then we choose our downloaded background. So these are downloaded background. So after that, let me delete this text on it. These are downloaded background. Now these are downloaded background we want to use. Looks very colorful. You get it? So I want us to apply just some little bit of gradient to it to blur it up a little bit, so that when we write anything on it, any text we put on it will be very much clear for us to view. If I put, let's say I go straight ahead, I put up my text on it, for example, do you need a okay, and then I put it on it. Realize that our background will be interfering with the color of our text. You get it? So to solve that, I just want to add a little blurriness to our background. So you first open the shape and then you select your rectangle. After selecting your rectangle, try to expand the rectangle to fill up your document. So our rectangle has filled up the workspace, and then we will have to add a gradient to the rectangle. So a gradient, so you scroll through, then come to color, we have gradient, and then you hit on the plus sign. Then after hitting on the plus sign, you come to select the first one, then hit on the bucket sign, the first option here, the bucket sign. This good. So after that, then select your color. I want to select a blue color and a very light blue. Okay, then for this side I'm going to select a transparent color. So I tap there, I hit on my bucket again, and I want it to be transparent. So my last bar, I move my pointer to the end. I realize that when I move it to the end over here, I'm going to have very transparent background there, but when I bring it back, it gets filled up transparent. So I select OK. So I think this is OK. You get it? Then I hit OK. Now this is my rectangle being filled up with the gradient I choose. Good. Now we have to write our text on it and see how it will be looking. So select text. You come to where the A is, or you can come to plus, select your text, any of them, and then we edit our text. Do you need a? Okay. Then we make all caps. Okay. Now then we'll be using only one font family, but two different fonts. We are using the Montserrat font. So if you don't have the Montserrat font, I'll urge you to download it. It's a very useful font, and most often it's very needful when designing. So you just have to go to the font if you watch the previous video, and then, or if you don't know how to download and import, just go and watch the previous video, and then it will help you download and import that font. Now, so we type out, do you need a graphic designer? Do you need a? Then we select the font we want to use. Over here we want to use, because it's a font we imported, we go to my fonts, and then we search Montserrat. So Montserrat, we are using the Montserrat semi-bold 600 or semi-bold. If you are downloading and you see semi-bold or however you can download, you get it. But the Montserrat semi-bold. Good. Then select okay. Do you need a? Then we set it there. Good. Now we create another text. So do you need a? Then we add our graphic designer. Do you need a graphic designer? We make all caps. Okay. Now for the graphic designer, we are going to make it a very bold text. So we are going to select Montserrat extra bold. So we head to our font, go to Montserrat. So let me search Montserrat here. Montserrat. So Montserrat extra bold 800. Good. No, so do you need a? Then let me increase the fonts a bit. So we increase the size of the font to somehow like let's see, let me see 75. Okay. And then I try to bring this down, and then let me close the gap between the text. In closing the gap, I just come here, select my spacing, so line spacing, and then I reduce it a bit. So I reduce it a bit. Okay. And then let me align it well. Then I align it this way, and then I put my text. Okay, I think this will be okay. Yeah, very good. So I finished aligning it. Then do you need a graphic designer for your business or your project or your brand? So do you need a graphic designer for your business? So we put another text there. Do you need a? Okay, so after writing your text, you reduce the size a bit to the 24 is okay. Go 24 is okay. Do you need a graphic designer for your business or brand? So let me add a question mark there. Let me edit, add a question mark there. Okay, good. Then write another text. This one is going to be our contact. So I'm going to contact us on. So you put your contact there. So anyhow you do it, whether 0248 plus 233. Let me use 0248 27780. So anyhow you put it there, and then let me make the text all caps. Okay, and then we are using only two fonts, so I'll use the semi bold for this font, this text also. The semi bold 600. Okay, and then let me reduce the size of it to 25, I think. Yeah, and then put it somewhere here, and then try to make it align with your previous text. Always when designing, don't let the text start at the edges of your design like this. No, don't let it get too close to the edges of your design. Otherwise, if you have to print out your design, those places might be chopped off. So let them be a bit further from your design. So this is our text. This is all the text we are going to write. Now let's make a little changes with the color. Now, but before we do the changes, let me import a shape. Let me create a shape, a rectangle, and then let me reduce the radius of the rectangle a bit, expand it, reduce it a bit, expand. So the radius is now 15, and then let me change the color of it to orange, and then I want to put it here where we have the contact. And then okay, then I come to where our layers are. So where our layers are, so I hit on this button, and then from there I drag it down. So you drag from the end down, you get it. When you drag from the other end, it's not going to work. So you drag from this end down to where we have our contact. Okay, so there is it. So that is how it now looks. You see our work is changing gradually. Now then I change the color of the graphic. So I select the text graphic designer, and then I come to color. So since it's a text, I click on my A, then I come to color, and then you see that there is a highlight option here. You get it? So let's highlight only the graphic. Highlight only the graphic. Change the color. Okay. You get it? Then for your business or brand, I want to also change the. Okay, there's an error here. For your, so there needs to be an R here. Okay, good. So for your business or brand, so just I want to change the business and then the brand color. Business and brand. So I come to color, then I select business. Business. Change it to orange. Good. And then I select my brand. I change that one to orange. Good. I want to let the question mark remain as white as it is. So let me. Good. So I make it white. So do you need a graphic designer for your business or brand? Very nice, very neat, and very simple work. So this is what we are all going to do, and then when we finish, you come to the save. You first have to save it as a project so that you don't miss the work. So for example, let me see, so day 3.0. okay, so I've saved it. My data is on, so an ad is displaying now. Let's wait for this ad. Okay, so after saving it as a project, you come to save as image, and then JPEG, then you come to Ultra, then save to gallery. So you wait as it's being saved, and then voila, our image is ready. So this is our work. As you can see, this is our work, neatly done. So we replicate the same thing, we do the same thing.